War is hell, and the Ukraine-Russia war has definitely taught us that. Honestly, I can't find an accurate casualty count anywhere that I look. It's been between Russia's numbers of like, we have no dead at all, we're totally fine, and Ukraine saying 15 million dead Russians everywhere is dead Russian. And yes, I know they sound exactly the same. That's because I can't do a different dialect. I just got one Eastern European accent, that's about it. But as a complete surprise, something that nobody saw coming, Ukraine invaded Russia.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's right. The table has turned, and Russia has overtaken the Kursk, I'm really bad with saying these names, Kursk region in Russia.
Wow, those are the Russian people?
Bears on unicycles, everyone.
Did anybody have Ukraine invading Russia in 2024? I haven't. It's been a very exciting and really nerve-wracking year. My anxiety levels are up here. We got Trump getting shot at, Biden drops out, Ukraine invades Russia. Oh, I don't want to know what happens next, but God, what happens next?
You shut up! I'm so f***ing scared right now, you shut up!
Back on topic, Ukraine and Russia has to be the most video-recorded conflict in history. Social media has got combat footage out the yin-yang coming in every day, every minute, every upload. And recently 3 videos popped up in my feed that I knew I could not share them with you. Specifically, one guy headbutting drone and walking away. Number 2, a guy just swinging and kapow, sending one off to left field. And then, of course, a Russian who decides to throw a landmine like it's a frisbee. Let's see how that works out for him. But before we get into the insanity, first a word from this video's sponsor, Vanish Holsters. Now, Vanish Holsters are your most comfortable holster, or your money back guaranteed. And with 2 size options going up to 48 inches or up to 68 inches for you big fellas, carrying concealed has never been more comfortable. Of course, the belt's adjustable and it's made out of a Codura polyester blend. Ooh, fancy. It's lightweight, ambidextrous, and it can hold 2 additional magazines. Oh, and it's got no stink, wicking sweat and minimizing odor. So there's no need to carry concealed in heavy jeans or a belt anymore. I'm carrying this in swim trunks. Now, if you're serious about self-protection, we all know that consistently carrying is key. Not gonna help you sitting at home. And on top of all that, Vanish offers a 60-day money-back guarantee. Don't love it? Don't pay for it. And since Vanish and I get along so well, they're doing a buy one, get one 50% off. All you gotta do is click my link down there in the description, and you can also get a free magmate with your purchase. So don't worry, you get a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So if you want the most comfortable way for you to carry concealed, click the link below and get yourself a buy one, get one 50% off Vanish holster with a free magmate. Before we get started, first I have to let the YouTube overlords know that I have followed YouTube's guidelines to a T. These videos are highly edited to make sure that there is 0 gore, 0 blood, 0 injury or death. Not even a drop of blood is shown in these edited videos. And these videos are for educational purposes. Thank you. If you want to see a more unedited version of this, then you go right ahead and check out Pepperbox, because it'll be uploaded on there. For those of you that are unaware, Ukraine has been using a mass variety of drones to combat the Russian military. I'm talking there are drones that take out tanks, there's drones that take out other equipment, there are drones that are meant to take out personnel, and there are drones that just drop stuff. There are drones that have trigger charges so that I can detonate whatever I want to detonate when I'm flying the frickin' thing. And then there are drones that are S drones that just go zoop, and the second that they touch something, kapow. The vast array and variety is endless. A plethora, you might say.
Would you say I have a plethora?
Oh yes, you have a plethora.
The ones that drop stuff are insane. They'll drop mortars, they'll drop grenades, they'll just drop explosives in and of themselves that'll detonate. Now let's get into the first video. The video starts off with the drone just narrowly missing a soldier, which we're assuming is Russian. And after just skimming by the Russian's head, the drone circles back and makes another charge towards the Russian soldier. But the Russian decides that he's gonna meet it head on. And literally, the soldier takes 1 or 2 steps forward and just headbutts the drone, causing it to detonate. Now, miraculously, the soldier survived, and you can see he just gets up and just starts running to cover because he knows he doesn't want to go through that again. And let me tell you, I've got some questions. How does one just demolish a drone with your dome?
What do they call you? Juggernaut.
All right, first of all, what was his helmet made out of that he could just doink a drone and it would just drop off? Second of many, did that drone have any sort of shrapnel in it? And if it did, was it so close to right here that like the angle just sent the shards this way and he was just like, I'm good? I'm good. What was the amount of an explosive in there that where if it detonates that close to your head, that the shockwave doesn't just scramble your brain immediately? Look at you, Ballistic High Speed. All right, you guys need to break that down. You need to put some charges by a helmet and like those concussive blast things like in the inside to see if it would be survivable. I mean, we know that it is, but I just want to know how it is. Science it up, nerds. That guy's headbutts are deadlier than Chris Benoit's. Now the second video shows something a little similar, right? We got a S-drone coming at a troop. Not sure if this is Ukrainian or Russian. The flags up top in the right corner look like Russia and somewhere else. But either way, I just don't know. But you can see a guy sitting back, got a stick in his hand, drones coming at him. He's saying, I'm not just gonna lay down and take it. I've seen too many videos on Twitter of guys just getting taken out, running and cowarding, and I'm not gonna do it. Let's frickin' go. Here's the plate. There's the frickin' home run drone I'm about to hit. And see ya, sends it. Clack. Smacks the piss out of that drone and detonates it. I have to give it to this man. He's a little bit smarter than the fellow that decided to put his forehead on a warhead. This guy decided to give this thing a good old swing. And similar to the guy who gave the headbutt from hell, this guy just brushes it off and just starts running, trips over a berm, but then, gains his feet again and scoots off. And you can see a secondary explosion by his feet, which I would assume is potentially another drone, or maybe even a dropped munition from a drone that's flying above, recording the whole thing. It's like these drones move in packs. You've got an observer drone, and then you've got the attack drones, and within those attack drones, you've got several levels. You've got the S drone, you've got the drop drone, then you've got like the anti-tank drone. I could drone on and on about them. Dad joke. While we're talking about these two videos, let's talk a little bit about the science here, right? Let's say that there's no shrapnel, all right? It's just explosive material that's attached to these drones, okay? You might say, well, what's the point of that? That's not gonna hurt anybody. It'll just make their ears ring. Mom. Not necessarily. You put enough explosives on something and the concussive blast, right? That shock wave that goes through the air can be so powerful, it's gonna rupture arteries. Think of a car accident. You'll be driving, right? But all of a sudden you hit a brick wall going 30 miles an hour, the seatbelt stops you, the airbags go off. But you have so much momentum that one of your main arteries to your heart will just get that momentum going, and as you stop and slow down from the belt and the airbag, it's still going in that gushy freaking chest cavity you got and goes crack, rips off, and internally you're bleeding to death. So, explosives by themselves, still extremely lethal, just in case people were not aware of that. And the more that I think about it, if you're gonna add shrapnel, that means you're adding weight. So do you want more explosives or more shrapnel? Less shrapnel, more explosives. Now that brings us to this final video we're gonna break down. And boy, I am really surprised that this guy didn't get a Darwin Award. That close, oh, that close. Because what we're watching is a young sapper looking for an anti-tank mine, finds it. All right, now it's his job to safely dispose of it. And let me tell you, that is no easy task because this guy's got to carefully dig and prod all around this mine, making sure that he doesn't set it off. Because setting it off, when you're right on top of it,
you're gonna have a bad time.
But huzzah, you can see that he does it successfully and lifts it up out of the ground. And of course, you would think that if you just so carefully removed it and exhumed it from its placed position, you would think that you would have the same level of care when disposing it. But no, not for this guy.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
Because good old Rupel Rick here is just gonna give this frickin' anti-tank mine a haphazard frolf toss. And guess what? It goes off, but that's not even it, right? There's more to it than that. He throws it in the air nonchalantly and then continues to walk in the direction of the mine he just threw. If you were gonna toss it, I'd walk in the opposite direction. But this doofus throws it and then goes, I'll just follow it, I'll be fine. Kathoom! It detonates. And luckily for him, it's far enough away that he just gets a shock and is like, oh geez.
Can I do that?
And just walks away unscathed. Guy's got zero to give. Best way to support the channel is get yourself a shirt. Clean shaven and misbehaving. Death before dismount. All the good stuff. Stickers and insulated cups. I really like my insulated cups. Cheapest way to support the channel is leave a comment. What'd you think about the headbutt guy? My God. And the dude that flipped the frickin' mine. Oh my God, I could strangle him. Let me know if you like the war video breakdown. This is, I think, my first or second time doing it. I don't do it that often. YouTube doesn't like it, but if you like it, maybe I'll keep it up. Put a thumbs up in there if you dig it. Okay. See you next time, weirdos. Ugh, I gotta get a fucking thesaurus. I gotta go on to a thesaurus now. Well, there you go. You saw how this fucking sausage was made. How sometimes I get caught in a brain fog and then I have to you Googleize something. Or didn't you think I knew what a you googly was?